delivering the world from fears and profusely destroying sins. The very life force of devotees, giving them endless sympathy. I bow to Sadguru, giving knowledge and is the magnificent Lord. Please continue watching to hear more hymns and mystic poetry of Maharshi Mehi Paramhans, vegetarian.
No to vegan, 'cause the animal people are hurt, not you.
Swagat, gentle viewers. I just said welcome in Hindi. I'm Hey Mani. The elated people of India wish you a peaceful life in the Divine's constant protection. May Sadguru's love and compassion be with you always. Maharshi Mehi Paramhans was a legendary spiritual master of the ancient Hindu tradition of Sant Mat, or teachings of the saints. Through his study and diligent meditation with Sadguru, or true teacher, Baba Devi Sahib, Maharshi Mehi achieved self-realization. In the continuation of his solitary practice in a cave on the holy river Ganges, he came to understand the unified nature of what might appear to be different religious teachings. Maharshi Mehi found that all the venerated saints like Shakyamuni Buddha, Kabir, Guru Nanak, and Tulsi Sahib spoke of God realization through the practice of Drishti Yoga, the yoga of inner heavenly vision, and Surat-Shabda Yoga, the yoga of inner heavenly sound. We will now share with you excerpts from the Padavali, a collection of hymns and mystic poetry written by Maharshi Mehi Paramhans. These express his great excitement regarding divine experiences that arose within him during his intense meditation on the inner heavenly light and sound. He also conveys his deep gratitude for the Sadguru, or spiritual master, as the pure instrument who offers the spiritual seeker a true reunion with God. The Almighty is truth, peace, all-pervading, unborn, and matchless. He is bodiless, devoid of pride, colorless, and without any design. He is neither child, nor young, nor old, sans these stages of life. He is beyond triad attributes, deeds, knowledge, intelligence, and ego, even different from pulsating nature without any attribution. Is recognizable only by the powerful Sadguru, free from worldly miseries or the cycle of birth and death, and is surrounded by nothing. He is neither big nor small, and is free from all attachments, and is most wonderful without being warm or cold. O all-powerful Lord, I bow to him again and again. Kindly listen to my entreaties. I don't desire to have silver or gold, costly attire, golden mansions, and jewels. I also don't pray for an extensive kingdom and permanent charming youth and most beautiful and good-natured wife. My only prayer to you is that I never remain clubbed with sensualities, For ages, I have remained greatly afflicted with and enslaved by birth, childhood, youth, old age, and death. That always kept me in a dark well, like this terrible world. As the monkey in a narrow naked pot does not open its fist with sweets, and is thus ensnared by its trapper, similarly, due to my mind being full of sensualities, I have been duped by the pervading illusions. Oh, the very center and support of the world! Kindly grant me this boon, that I remain fully devoted to my Master, who is the dispeller of evil thoughts. I wish nothing else and consider everything else quite worthless. I bow again and again to the embodiment of unending devotion, kindliness, the storehouse of divine knowledge beyond worldly wisdom, and the treasure house of splendid thoughts, extremely forgiving, forbearing, profound in knowledge, firmly upholding the axle of righteousness, and maintaining the equipoise of mind during conflict and confusion, delivering the world from fears and profusely destroying sins, the very life force of devotees, giving them endless sympathy. I bow to Sadguru, who gives knowledge and is the magnificent Lord. I bow to him, I bow to him, I bow to him, I bow to him. Removing illusions, errors, and cramping the very root of sins, constructing the bridge of devotion, and eliminating all afflictions, eliminating worldly catastrophes, turmoil, and the maze of mundane deeds, shattering all earthly aspirations, and disseminating deep knowledge, granting the twin gems called perseverance and doing good to others, sympathizing with devotees more than one's mother, and offering them the immortal elixir. I bow to Sadguru, the desireless one and ever respected by all. I bow to him, I bow to him, I bow to him, I bow to him, the bestower of all successes and the Lord of orphans, bestowing on everybody virtues and knowledge. Narrating tales of wisdom, he gives the absolute peace. Highly honored among the gurus, he is the one who helps see the inner light divine, extremely accommodating and indifferent to sensualities, free from mental abnormalities and enjoying absolute peace. I bow again and again to the quintessential one, the Lord, converting disciples to his nature, demolishing sensualities, anger, and greed, extracting the poison of sensualities from the mind, and sucking out the strong currents of the water of greed. Sadguru is the treasure house of highest bliss, granting contentment and peace, bestowing all the virtues and destroying the great fears and delusions. As he assumes the magnetic human personality, I bow to Sadguru, the very embodiment of truth and righteousness. The five sense organs are the dangerous venom of the congregated snakes. Sadguru draws out the venom from the minds of his disciples. His words are like the rays of the sun god, dispelling the deep darkness. Sadguru, the King of Kings, fulfills the wishes of his disciples. Maharshi Mehi salutes Sadguru again and again. I repeatedly bow to Sadguru, the incarnation of truth and knowledge. He is altogether veracious and joyful, and like midday sun, removing deep darkness of ignorance, himself fully emancipated from this world, and delivering others from the world. He is without ego, and free from the body sense, living in exaltation in fleshly attire, unaffected by triad attributes, most sacred, the storehouse of virtues, and beyond the world and free from conflicts between pain and pleasure. He is like the compassionate physician, eliminating diseases and shocks, and joining the commiserating Lord. He himself becomes the absolute. Highly considerate, equitable, and quiet. Like the swift wind scatters away the black cloud like Kamadeva, a yogi with high attainments and quiet mind. He is unshakable both in gain and loss, has inviolable conduct and indomitable courage in controlling his senses, bereft of attachments, anger, and the aberrations of mind. Placid and incomparably cool, like the moon of a full moon day, Sadguru is beyond old age, birth, death, etc., and living in heaven considers all creatures as his own, and his own heart is free from desires. His greatness lies in converting disciples to his own nature. I bow to that Sadguru again and again. Sadguru, the savior of the world, eliminates human bondage, granting deliverance. He breaks the very cycle of birth and death, and fate begins, shining brilliantly. May he is not desirous of performing sacrifices, counting beads, and doing penance, and getting fruits of these actions. He only wants to bow at his Guru's feet repeatedly. Victory to Sadguru, victory to the elegantly bodied Sadguru, who assumes the role of a highly esteemed Pandit. He makes devotees highly knowledgeable by his wise counsel and destroys the assemblage of sins, highly conscious and free from all the worldly attachments throughout his life. He treats everyone with humility and compassion. Victory to Sadguru, victory to Sadguru. My Lord, make me your servant. O Sadguru, you always speak the plain truth. Victory to you. Eliminating my evil thoughts and falsities, make me inclined towards only good thoughts and conduct. All physical, mental, and spiritual ailments are born of ignorance. Such sufferings, like painful and perplexing darts, have tormented me. Now make me free from all these, O Lord, as they persecuted me in crores of births. I was hopeful of escaping such torments in this birth, but unfortunately I got trapped again and again in the quagmire. O Sadguru, who can escape these in the three worlds and times without your grace? O Lord, you are quite a help to the devotees in peril, so your servant has come to your shelter. We will now share with you excerpts from the Padavali, a collection of hymns and mystic poetry written by Maharshi Mehi Paramhans. These express his great excitement regarding divine experiences that arose within him during his intense meditation on the inner heavenly light and sound. He also conveys his deep gratitude for the Sadguru or spiritual master as the pure instrument who offers the spiritual seeker a true reunion with God. Sadguru is the ocean of happiness, a treasure house of high virtues and superb knowledge. Following the dictates of his inner vision and remaining free from all sensualities, he is omniscient, above triad attributes and beyond words. Enjoying elixir divine and watching the celestial light and music, he is beyond all shocks and bereavements. Quiet in all circumstances, fully mature, concentrating on the quintessential one. Mehi says Sadguru has caught the primal or inner heavenly sound in his Surat Dhyana or meditation. I call out, Guru, Guru, O Sadguru, listen to my entreaties. Being the eliminator of sins, vices and sorrows, you are highly magnanimous. Realizing your own nature, you ferry me across the sea-like world. I am very low, deficient and naive. O my Lord, you are unfathomably and eternally kind. I am ignorant, and there is no trace of purity in me. I always remain in evil companionship. My body, mind, and senses have been imprisoned. I enjoy to my fill poison-like sensualities. O Lord, under the influence of the 5 gross elements and their 25 variants, I act as per their wishes: sensuality, anger, egoism, greed, attachment, sleep, hunger, laziness, physical vagaries, harshness, intolerance, useless thinking, breaking promises, etc. Spell only disaster, and the balance is not at all maintainable. Prompted by my nature, nothing tangible accrues to me. Abandoning you, my Lord, no help is forthcoming. Considering this, O my Lord, you shower upon me your blessings and give domain of your lotus feet to me. All deterrents to stability are easily overcome by the support of your lotus feet. Thus, winning and getting stabilized, I fully concentrate on your lotus feet. As I concentrate, I escape from the clutches of Yama or the messenger of death. O Guru Deva, luminous Guru, you are highly magnanimous and a deliverer from the sea-like world. Fulfilling all my wishes, you kindly help me see your visage. My mind, immersed in sensualities, is running away from satsang or inner truth. Make me so fortunate that I get firmly associated with satsang. While counting beads, let my concentration be total. Leaving all other thoughts, let my mind be all intense. Vision may pierce the space between the 2 eyebrows, and the mind may get enthralled in singing panegyric or high praise. Without any attraction for colorful elements, let me concentrate fully on the luminous stars. If my consciousness ascends higher on a lotus with 100 petals or Trikuti Mahat, you bound up my vision with the luminous star. I may not see anything else except the luminous star, may not look for successes, and my consciousness may shrink. Let there be no ringing of bells, blowing of conch shells, or beating of drums, or melodious tunes from the flute or ektara. Let myself be lost in the multiple tunes. Such be your grace, O Master. Let the inner heavenly sound be without any impairment and constantly be found in every pot. Let my consciousness join up with the quintessential inner heavenly sound that has no worldly touch and is free from sensualities, which remains uniform under all circumstances. You let me revel in such a delight. I am in your shelter, so do whatever you want to do. I pin my faith on you. Deliver me from the traps of the world. I am deficient in all ways. O my Guru, nothing is hidden from you. Blast all my vices. Although I'm crafty and having bad conduct, yet I am being called as your son. I am the sheltered one, so do unto me as you would like to do. O Guru, you let my consciousness ascend the sky, and kindly let me catch the current of 7 melodies, that is, the quintessential one. after allowing me to catch the support of your radiant being, let me have a glimpse of your highly resplendent visage. There is none like me, so depleted in means and repeating names. O Lord, you kindly do away with this weakness. My sins are accumulating birth after birth. Kindly eliminate them, granting pardon. Your magnificence lies in delivering sinners. Keeping your praises intact, you sustain Mehi. O Guru, bolt the stone door in front of my closed eyes. This caged body is like the prison house and the tormenting, annoying fort. Here, the fire of anguish is burning all the time. Myself, caged in this body, has been suffering for ages. I wish to have your kind support to counteract it. Give your compassionate look and open the door, leading me to truth, joy, and consciousness forever. I have come to your shelter. Listen to the appeal of an aggrieved one, being surrounded by poverty and sorrows. Now you put a stop to all my sufferings. Maharshi Mehi passionately pleads for opening the door of the luminous point to have rich experiences of spiritual awakenings. Guru, kindly get me through the sea-like world. You are my Lord and highly compassionate. Associated with the 9 doors of body and the 14 sense organs, I am undergoing endless miseries. O my Lord, not being able to take shelter under your lotus feet, I have had to suffer in endless births and death. Trapped in various attachments to this body, wealth and family, and seeking honor, I forgot the quintessential one. My mind is so very perplexing and terrible that it does not abandon its sensualities and aberrations. My mind does not fully surrender at the lotus feet of the Lord, and I am unable to control it. I have been in this frame of mind for ages. Now, O Guru, you kindly emancipate. The Lord, gods, forefathers cannot do this. Maharshi Mehi says that only Sadguru is capable of granting this favor, as his magnificence is quite well known. Give me devotion as a gift, O Sadguru, the magnanimous one. Surrounded from all the 10 sides by the network of sensualities, ignorance does not leave me. I am drifting in the strong currents of deep ignorance. I don't have faith in my own wisdom and strength. O Gurudeva, luminous Guru, I have full trust in you only and nobody else. I have tested all my relatives in the world. No one except you is a great benefactor, granting devotion, external and internal as well. You grant self-knowledge and lift me out of the sense of dualism. And this is my only prayer to you. For more information on the Padavali of Maharshi Mehi Paramhans, vegetarian, please visit archive.org/details/Padavali of Maharshi Mehi.
Vegan, glorified by heavens.
Shining viewers, thank you for joining us today for Words of Wisdom. Coming up next is Arctic animal people and the devastating impact of climate change, right after noteworthy news. May your noble words and deeds bring peace to your heart in heaven's everlasting grace.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/WOW.